Hello and welcome to another video. Now in today's video we're going to return to working on the Bolens G12, which you may remember we had gotten working, but like we find with a lot of our tractors that we get working, there's a couple of problems that have surfaced that we would have only known about from running it for a couple of hours. Right, so the faults that we found so far are that we knew the starter generator was noisy, as in the bearing in it, but now it has completely stopped charging the battery. So we put some parts on order for that, so we can do a rebuild of that soon. And then the drive belt was okay when we got it working first. It's the one there. But now it's slipping past the point where you can actually use it. So that needs to be replaced. And on the hydraulic lift lever here, you can see there's acres of play in that, which needs addressing. Now, the problem we're going to address on this tractor today is the belts, which we were going to replace all three of the belts, the PTO, drive, and the starter generator belt. But as you can see, the starter generator belt, our new supplier, we switched suppliers for belts, has actually sent us the wrong size belt for this, which it's meant to be a 4L330 to be the right size, but they sent us a 3L330. And we've been having some problems with suppliers recently, with the electrical parts for the Bolens 1253. They were meant to arrive a while ago, but haven't arrived, and we've been having some problems with some faulty parts that have arrived for the Kohler K181 as well. So what can you do nowadays? But so we're going to replace the PTO belt and the drive belt. Now, changing the belts on a normal G12 or G10 tractors are easier than most other Bolens models because they've only got one drive belt, because that's one way of changing the speeds for it, and they have got a friction clutch, which means there isn't a plate here that you need to remove like you would do on this Bolens Husky 1054, as you can see down there. However, with our G12, we have got one hurdle to get over, which is the fact that once we take the drive belt out, the hydraulic lift kit belt will have to come off before we can change the PTO belt. To remove the old drive belt, the method that we found easiest is first to take the tension off it, which you can do by obviously pressing down the clutch pedal, which pulls the idler off the belt, and putting a pair of mole grips then on the idler, and that will hold it in place. And now, from up at the top here now, I can just simply take off the old drive belt off the top of there, and try and push it down a bit, see if it will come off first try on the bottom or not. We've got the old drive belt off now. I'll put it like that. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to take off this belt guard that's on the PTO, so that when it comes to taking the PTO belt off, that can actually come past here, or the back side of it, which is just held on by these two bolts here. Now that we've gotten the two bolts out, I can slide that back, like so. If I just like that, you can see that's taken itself off. However, you saw couple of bits of belt are actually falling on the floor there. So we didn't actually think the PTO belt was in that bad a condition, but we just thought we would change it while we've got the old drive belt off. But by the looks of it, it might be worthwhile changing it. So I've now lifted the old PTO belt out from the top, which we find easiest. And although we thought the belt was okay, look at that split that we've spotted. So I shall now file this in the most appropriate place, and we shall fit the new one, which always is important that you do the PTO belt first because it's further back or forward depending on how you look at it, and we find it easiest to do the reverse of taking what we do to take it off, which is to thread it from the top down. Now we've put the belt over the pulley, as you can see, and what we need to do now is just slide this back forward and put the two bolts in. So now we've got the PTO belt fully on, and we put the hydro belt on as well. We did that off camera because it's quite unique that this tractor or a tractor like this would have that. But now to put on the new drive belt, which what we've got to do is we've got to get it between the edge of the pulley and the battery tray, so in this gap that my fingers can't even fit through, and then down to the pulley down there, the smaller pulley, which is one closest to the engine, avoiding that bracket on this side, and you have to get it alongside the bracket that you can see on the camera that's just at the end of my fingertip. So we'll have a go at that now. That's the first step completed. Right, so you can see now we've got it down there quite far. I think I'll need multiple hands for this. The cameraman gave me a helping hand getting the drive belt down there, and now I can just slip it over this bottom pulley here. Now to put the tension back on it, I need to push down the clutch pedal, release the more grips, take them out, and then I can just lift the clutch back up. You can see the tension put back on the belt. That's another maintenance job ticked off for the G12 then. And we'll do the starter generator build at the same time that we do the rebuild on that. But that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Please subscribe to my channel, like this video and see our other videos. More to follow as we do more on this tractor. Bye!